Hey everyone, it's Saturday, September 9th, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a really good day. I'm in a great place and excited for a productive session as usual. And taking full days off on Fridays has been really great in some ways, but I miss playing on those days, so I'm really happy to get back in the groove when Saturday rolls around. So I'll keep you guys updated with how far I take that strategy and that idea, but so far so good. Um, Today's going to be a good session. We're just going to hit some online classes, going to, I think, get a quick guitar practice in. Yep. And then just do some takes for the solo and try to get a really good take. I'm a little out of practice with that. I haven't been doing it the last couple days, so I'm hoping that these takes I do are going to be a little more fresh, a little more raw, but also a little more technically polished at the same time now that I've had a chance to sort of both rest up from doing a lot of takes last week and also listen back to the different takes and figure out like what I like, what I don't like about him. Main thing I think is just getting enough takes in that I can get some magic moments for each one, and I'll just update you guys at the end of the session with how that goes. But fortunately, I've got every day this week, I think, to keep tackling that, so should be good. I appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Let's get right into the session. All right, guys. Very, very good session there. Um, like I've said recently, it's always great if I can get my music session in at the very beginning of the day. But today just was a day where it made a lot more sense to do it later. So I was definitely a little tired, a little hungry, which doesn't help the cause when trying to like track probably the most technically challenging guitar solo I've ever written for myself. Certainly, well, certainly that I've ever tried to perfect. Um, but it's good, It's I'm pushing myself, and I think that's what this is about right now. So it's all good. Um, Got it on the online class front. Got some great information about the Facebook platform. I mean, I just feel like this information is setting me apart in just the business world in general so hugely right now. And it's amazing how prevalent social media is and how everyone knows that it is the thing right now as far as marketing goes. And yet people are still not doing it right. It's just amazing, man. But anyway, I'm really glad I'm getting some legit insider information on that front. And if you guys want to be in business these days, I would encourage you guys to do the same thing. I moved from that to a quick guitar practice. It felt really good to get back on the instrument. It had just been a little too long, like more than 24 hours or 48 hours. I start to feel really weird. So that was great. Just working on that riff, sped it up about 10 BPM. I was happy with that progress for the day. That's not my main focus growing through that avenue right now, but I just want to keep that moving forward slowly but surely right now while I finish this record. Um, then I took a short break, did some reading out of my Recording Secrets for the Small Studio book, did a little bit of singing practice, like a few minutes, and then just started tracking solos. And it's improving. It's definitely better. The takes I did today are better overall takes than what I was doing a couple days ago, but it's still not there yet. And that's a cold hard truth to face sometimes, man. It takes however long it's going to take to get it right. So what I'm going to do, I didn't do any comps, and I think that was a mistake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just track each section of the solo one by one. Next time I sit down, I'm just going to force myself to do it, even if I hate it and it sucks, and I'm like, I'm never going to do this again. I just need to give that a fair shot, because I've never done that with a guitar solo. I've always tracked it start to finish, start to finish, start to finish as like this purity thing. And it may be that that is the only way that I'm going to do it, and I just have to do it that way. But honestly, like, I really want to be open to the best way of doing things, and sometimes that means just giving it a fair shot. And if it sucks, you'd never do it again. But if you never give it a shot, how are you really going to know if that's the optimal way or not? And it could save me a lot of time as I go forward. And I've embraced it on the vocal front. I don't know how proud I am to admit that, but that's just like standard industry practice, man. I mean, if you're not doing comps with vocals, like, what are you doing? It's everyone else out there is doing that. Now, if you're the best singer ever, hey, do it. But I mean, for me, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do get back to that on this record, but I just think like stamina wise, it's so much easier to just piece it together, and it just makes a lot more sense to go section by section for me personally. And yeah, that's again the cold hard truth. Like, if you want to compete and everyone else has a better strategy than you either have to be insanely better at your strategy, or you got to get good at the best strategy out there as far as getting the best results go. So just something to think about, just something to decide for yourself where you are on that spectrum. I'm just telling you guys what I do, and that's sort of the purpose of this vlog. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, enjoying the process as much as possible. That's what I'm out here doing, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more. Till then.